Humanity had only been among the stars for a generation, and already we had learned to fear the silence between worlds. There were predators out there, things that fed on oxygen-breathing species, things that thrived in the shadows of gas giants, and things that spread venom like wildfire. Our colony ship, the Horizon, had been moving supplies between outposts when it broke down in the wrong system. No communications, no defenses worth mentioning, and no chance of rescue. I was part of the engineering crew, just a maintenance officer really. My job was fixing pipes and energy couplings, not facing off against monsters. So when the ship's distress beacon failed and a swarm of chittering scaled horrors crawled aboard, I did the only thing I could, I ran. That's when Kaelith appeared. She moved like she was born for battle, her long silver hair whipping behind her, her double-edged blade spitting light. She was taller than any human I'd ever seen, skin shimmering faintly with a blue hue, muscles coiled with strength that made her armor look more ceremonial than protective. Her people, the Ethrin, were spoken of in whispers among colonists, mysterious, noble, and utterly lethal when provoked. She slaughtered the creatures that had cornered me, but not without cost. One of them sank its fangs deep into her side before she could finish it. The poison worked quickly. I saw her stagger, her blade lowering, her glow dimming. "You!" she rasped in broken English, her accent thick, words choppy. "Human, run." I should have. Every instinct told me to run. But something in the way she looked at me, defiant yet vulnerable, proud yet afraid, anchored me in place. The middle. Kaelith collapsed to her knees. I rushed to her, adrenaline overriding common sense. The wound was already darkening, spreading veins of corruption through her body. Her kind was different from us, but I recognized the basics of venom: spread, destroy, kill. She reached for a small vial on her belt, but her hand shook too violently to hold it. "Counteragent," she whispered. "Not enough. Need a removal." Her words didn't make sense, until she pressed her hand to my chest, then to her wound, and I understood. The venom had to be drawn out, but her species couldn't do it alone. "You'll die," I said. Her glowing eyes narrowed. "Both die, if poison spreads." The ship was compromised, the monsters multiplying. If she died, there would be nothing between us and extinction. So I did the unthinkable. I pressed my lips to the wound, ignoring the taste of iron and fire. The venom burned instantly, a searing agony that flooded my veins. My body convulsed as if every nerve had been set aflame. Kaelith cried out, shoving me away, but I had already taken enough to feel my heartbeat falter. The poison was inside me. My vision blurred. I felt myself sinking, falling into an abyss of black. And then, strangely, I felt her. Not just her hand gripping my arm, but her essence, her mind, brushing against mine like sparks in the dark. Bond. When I opened my eyes again, I was lying on the cold floor of the maintenance bay. Kaelith hovered above me, her face drawn tight with fury and confusion. "Foolish," she hissed. "Stupid, reckless human. Why would you?" "You're alive," I croaked, every muscle screaming. "That's enough." Her eyes softened. "Just a fraction." We spent the next hours fighting our way through the ship. Kaelith refused to leave me, though the venom had weakened me to the point where every step felt like walking through knives. The strange connection between us only deepened. I could feel her resolve, her discipline, and beneath it, a sorrow she tried to bury. She told me her people had been hunting the creatures, Skarn she called them, for generations. They were parasitic, spreading from world to world, poisoning ecosystems until nothing survived. Her mission had been to intercept their swarm before it reached human colonies. Instead, she had been ambushed, stranded, and poisoned. "You should have let me die," she said once, when we rested in the ruined cafeteria of the ship. "The bond, it will kill you. My poison lingers in you now. Your body is not made for it." I forced a grin. "Guess I'll just have to get used to it." Her expression tightened, torn between anger and something else. Respect, maybe. The bond grew stronger. Sometimes I heard her thoughts unspoken. Sometimes I felt her pain before she showed it. When the Skarn swarmed again, Kaelith and I fought back to back, moving as though we were two halves of the same whole. My human reflexes weren't enough alone, but through the bond I moved faster, sharper, as though her instincts guided my hands. It was intoxicating and terrifying. By the time we reached the ship's reactor core, the venom had spread too far in me. My skin burned, my veins glowed faintly with the same eerie light that marked her people. Kaelith tried to give me the antidote again, but it only delayed the inevitable. "I can't let you burn out," she said, voice breaking. "The bond, it should not have been formed. You should not carry my poison."